Everything you buy at the store, from food to clothing to electronics, you got from a variety of different stores. And you might have a favorite brand that you buy, but sometimes, if your brand is not on the shelf, you will buy something else. Which means the brand that you usually buy has just lost out on a sale. This is why retail logistics is so important. They need to ensure they meet the demands of the customers to keep their sales up. Fast-moving consumer goods, FMCG, are goods that sell quickly at relatively low costs, such as toothpaste and soap, etc. Retail stores need to ensure that they have the right products in their stores. This could be based on the kind of shoppers they have in that area. If a manufacturer wants to have their products listed to be sold in a retail store, they will need to go through a verification and acceptance process with the store before their products can be offered for sale. There are many categories of FMCG, namely fresh produce and processed foods, phones and accessories, clothing and fashion accessories, cosmetics, hygiene products, pharmaceuticals, home appliances, water, computers and accessories, beverages. Getting these various products and their ranges sold is done through merchandising, which is like planning to make sure that the right goods are listed and placed on the shelf in each retail outlet. This means making sure that goods are available at the places, times, prices, and quantities that the market demands. In the retail world, the retailer requires goods to come in regularly in order for them to sell. They therefore have SLAs, service level agreements, with manufacturers and transporters to ensure their requirements are met. And as you can imagine, SLAs are quite strict when it comes to perishable goods, as these can go off and affect the sale. Now you can imagine how much volume comes through a supermarket store. So because of this, there needs to be strict delivery windows that transporters adhere to. And of course, there needs to be some high-level inventory replenishment rules set. In some retail environments, the vendor is responsible for managed inventory. This is known as vendor managed inventory, VMI, where the retailer does not have any input into how goods are placed on the allocated shelf and where the goods run out. Consignment stock is owned and managed by the vendor until the goods are sold. This means that the retailer only pays for the goods once they have been sold. In a shop or store, there are no delivery costs because the consumer goes to the store to collect their purchases, whereas in an online retail space, this is all changing. Very soon, the future of retail environment will be dominated by the use of technology. Most consumers today expect free delivery, and any retailers that have the profit margin to offer free delivery should offer this free delivery. Retailers will need to make sure that all of their warehouses are well stocked to meet the rise in online sales. Augmented and virtual reality will result in more online orders and fewer returns. The retail world is constantly changing as consumer demands increase. Everyone wants a better product at a cheaper price, and they want to have a pleasant and convenient purchasing experience. And remember, everything in the supply chain works together. The warehouse needs to understand how to provide to the retail industry to maintain market competitiveness and sustainability.